The BMW M4 seems destined to forever be the second most exciting model in the 4 Series clan, having previously played second fiddle to the water-injected M4 GTS and now finding its position at the top of the range usurped by the fractionally faster, fractionally firmer M4 CS. While the regular M4 remains a hugely desirable performance car, its suitors will be forever gazing over its shoulder and trying to flirt with its sexier sister.But for anyone forced to make do with the regular M4, there is some compensation in the form of a mild facelift for the 2018 model year, bringing the M4 up to date with the rest of the 4 Series lineup. This is a shot of Botox rather than the sort of work involving scaffolding, what BMW likes to describe as a life cycle impulse and one that hasn't brought any notable mechanical changes. It does, however, give a chance for the regular M4 to remind us of its still considerable appeal. Detailing the revisions needn't detain us for long. Indeed, to fill out a paragraph will require some padding, such as noting that the US remains the #1 global market for the M4 and is among the top markets for the 4 Series. Like its lesser siblings, the M car has been given new headlights incorporating both LED units and a more angular take on BMW's familiar twin circular running lights. It also gets new lights at the rear. Their LED elements subtly change so that anyone driving an older M4 knows it is wearing last season's fashion. Other spec tweaks include double stitching for the top of the dashboard and some new chrome interior trim, although the M4 can't be ordered with the digital instrument package that's now offered as an option on the standard 4 Series. The competition package massages the M4's twin-turbocharged inline-six engine to produce an extra 19 horsepower, taking the total to 444. But this struggles to make much of a difference against what's placed on the other side of the scale in the open-air model. The convertible is positively obese, weighing over 4,000 pounds, or 505 more than BMW claims for the coupe. The culprit is the retractable hardtop and the hardware required to operate it. We've been told the next generation 4 Series is likely to return to a fabric roof. So while the open M4 is certainly fast, it is markedly less willing, and less agile, than the coupe. Modest compensation is that it sounds nicer with the roof down, being freed from the digital enhancement that BMW has added to the M4's soundtrack, and the cabin.Switching to the coupe reveals a car that feels quicker and keener, even when being driven at a steady pace. Much of this is down to the relative lack of mass, which sharpens responses and makes the coupe feel nimbler. But the dual-clutch automatic of our test car also makes a difference, delivering fresh ratios at lightning speed. BMW has tried hard to disguise that the M4 is turbocharged, with sharp throttle responses helping to deliver near-instant boost, and the DCT gearbox handles these sudden torque spikes better than the manual does. Although fast, the M4 continues to lack the dynamic finesse of its predecessors, with the chassis often struggling to digest the abundance of turbocharged urge. The stability control light resembles a disco strobe if the driver engages in aggressive throttle openings on slippery or bumpy surfaces. The M4 remains an M car that we don't feel unconditional love for, and these latest revisions have done nothing to address our previous criticisms. It is still a car that seems to have been engineered to deliver performance metrics rather than the sort of life-enhancing dynamic experience that used to come standard with the M badge. For a better take on what we love about M cars, the advice persists that you could save a bundle and pick the smaller M2.